Hello guys, so today I am here with a new topic which is immunology. So what does it mean by immunology? Immunology is nothing but the study of immune system. So to understand the immune system or the immunology, we can take the example of a country here. Let's consider our human body as a country, and then our immune system will become the soldier or the defense mechanism of that country. So in case of country, there are terrorists or foreign invaders which try to enter our country and to try to destroy our country. In case of human body or immune system, so there are also some kind of foreign particles, foreign invaders like pathogens, bacteria, fungus, viruses, worms, insects, all that kind of foreign invaders always try to harm our body, always try to invade our body. So to have the protection against that is very important, and for that purpose our human body has the immune system to protect against that. So we can say that the immune system is a army of our human body, which is we will consider as a country here. So in which way these foreign invaders are coming or trying to invade the immune system or our body, we have to look at this first. So there are two types of immune system. One is innate immune system and another is adaptive immune system. So we will look at that type first, and then we will try to analyze, try to understand the basic scenario of immune system or how does it work. So what is innate immune system and what is adaptive immune system? Innate immune system, the immune system, this kind of immune system is present in our body by birth only, and it is non-specific. At the same time, this adaptive or acquired immune system is a non-specific immune system and which is not present by birth. We acquire this kind of immune system after birth when we encounter any kind of pathogen or foreign invaders for the first time. So that's why its name also suggests that acquired and adaptive immune system. It adapts according to the situation. So why does innate immune system is called as non-specific and by birth? Non-specific is means let's say some kind of bacteria or virus or fungus tries to invade our body, our immune system. So what does it mean by non-specific is this innate immune system will act against every pathogen, like no matter which type of bacteria it is, no matter which type of virus it is, or insect or worm, any kind of foreign invader it is going to act against that pathogen in a same way. So it is not specific to any kind of bacteria or virus. No, it is going to act in the same way. In case of adaptive immune response, what happens is it is specific, so it acts accordingly. Like if some certain kind of a bacteria is invading our body or certain kind of virus is invading our body, it is specific against that. It will act differently to the different bacteria, to the different viruses. So that's what we call as a specific immune system. It is present by birth. So even if one baby can have this innate immunity, this is not present by birth. It develops when our body encounters any kind of a foreign particle or pathogen for the first time. Then it develops. It takes 0 to 96 hours to respond against any pathogen. So it is very immediate immune system immune response, and it is not that much immediate. It takes several days or weeks to act against pathogens. So it is slow, but it is specific. It is fast and immediate, but it is not specific. Then it contains the first and second line of defense. So what is first and second line of defense? So when any pathogen or foreign particle tries to enter our body has a strong defense mechanism, the first line of defense and second line of defense. So what does it contain in a first line of defense? So our skin, mucous membrane, all kind of body secretions like tears, saliva, mucus, this all comes in a first line of defense. So when any pathogen wants to hurt us or wants to destroy us, there is a need of entry to enter our body. So this our skin layer or our mucus that is present in our nose, or the certain kinds of body secretions like tears, saliva, always try to protect us from that entry. So these physical barrier, mechanical barriers are the ones which are going to protect us against that foreign invader. So that's what is called as a first and second line of defense. So what does it consist in? A first line of defense is, as I have already mentioned, the skin is the first protective membrane against that foreign pathogens. Then the mucous membrane. Let's say let's take the example of our nose. When we accidentally, or when any kind of a pathogen or any kind of a foreign particles try to enter our body through our nose, there is a mucous membrane in nose which traps that insect, or which traps that pathogen, and kill at that point of time only. Then there are some certain kinds of body secretions like tears, saliva, gastric juices like HCl, bile salt. So these kind of secretions have the antimicrobial properties. So with the help of that, the body tries to kill that pathogen or bacteria, virus, any kind of thing. Then there is a certain kind of a physical barrier, we can say. The temperature is what happens when any kind of pathogen enters. Our body rises its temperature so that it cannot survive in that condition, because most of the pathogens, bacteria, are not resistant to the temperature, so they are very sensitive to the temperature, and that's why when our body increases the temperature, that pathogens are being killed. So that's the first line of defense. What is the second line of defense? It consists of some cells except the lymphocyte. RBCs, WBCs, it consists all kind of cell in a second line of defense except the lymphocyte, which is the special case in our adaptive immune system, which we will look further. So all cells like phagocytic cells, NK cells, antimicrobial proteins, these phagocytic cells or NK cells basically try to kill that foreign particle or pathogen. So there are certain kinds of antimicrobial proteins which our body secretes that kill that pathogen. So now we will look at our adaptive immune response or acquired immune response. So I have already told it is very specific, which is not by birth, and it consists of a third line of defense, which is very, very specific. So in which lymphocytes are being considered. Just earlier I mentioned that second line of defense contains all the cells, all blood cells except the lymphocytes. So that lymphocytes role coming here. So what the lymphocytes are of two types: T cells and B cells. So these two cells in combination try to kill that pathogen, or protect against the foreign particle. So what does T cells do is, T cells attack infected cells. The cells which are infected by the pathogen, these T cells try to attack that infected cell and try to kill that pathogen or cell in all. What does B cells do is, B cells basically secrete or produce the antibodies which eventually kill that pathogen. The T cell, which is one kind of a T cell, which is a T helper cell, helps these B cells to produce antibodies so that antibodies can kill that antigen, which is a pathogen here. So in this scenario, in this all human immune system, the function of immune system, this innate and adaptive immunity work in combination. Like here, T cells and B cells work in combination. So we will look at the basic differences between the innate and adaptive immune response. So the first and important the difference between innate and adaptive immune response is, it contains no memory and it contains some memory. So what does it mean by it? Let's say I encounter some kind of a pathogen today. The first activity will be done by this innate immunity, which is immediate immune response. And let's say I encounter the same pathogen again after 6 months. So this innate immunity is not going to have any kind of memory of this pathogen. It will act against that pathogen in a new way, in a same way, after 6 months also. So the function or the activity will be same only. we can say the mechanism will be the same even after 6 months, in which I am going to encounter that that pathogen for the second time. But this is not the case in adaptive immune responses. What happens in adaptive immune responses, let's say I encounter one pathogen today, and I encounter that pathogen again after 6 months. So in second response, when the pathogen will enter the second time, this adaptive immune system is going to have the memory of that pathogen, that we have encountered this pathogen before 6 months. So what happens this time is this adaptive immune system will be more specific, and the response will be more immediate. The response will be more faster and more specific. So basically this adaptive immune system, we can say that it learns from its mistakes, or it learns from the experiences. So from the first immune response of the adaptive immune system, when any pathogen enters for the first time, will be late, like it will take several days, but it will be specific, and it will contain the memory. It will remember that this pathogen have come. So when that pathogen will enter for the second time, let's say after 6 months or 1 year, this adaptive immune system is going to have that memory, so that it can act more specifically and more it can act more aggressively against that pathogens, and that pathogen will be killed more rapidly in a second type of when it will enter for the second time. But in this case of innate immunity, it is not going to happen. Every time the pathogen comes, it is going to be the same for innate immunity. It will act in only same manner. Doesn't matter how many times that the same pathogen comes in our body, 4 times, 5 times, it is going to act in the same way only. But adaptive immune response, because of memory cells, it contains the memory, it will act in a more aggressive and specific way. So that's the benefit of adaptive immune response. This both type of immune system have some kind of benefits. Like innate immune system is the one which act in 0 to 96 hours often from the encounter of a pathogen. So it acts immediately. That's the first that's the benefit of innate immune system. The benefit of the use of adaptive immune system, it takes us several days or weeks to respond against a pathogen, but when it acts very specifically and aggressively. So the chances of killing that pathogen becomes, in short, it is very efficient compared to the innate immune system, because it is non-specific and it acts in the same way against any kind of pathogen. But it's not the case in kind of adaptive immune response. So in short, this is the basic concept of immunology. Try to memorize the concept of a country, soldier, and the foreign invaders like terrorists, so that you can always remember the concept of immunology. So that's it for today. So thank you for watching my lecture. You can hit the like button, share and subscribe if you like this video. Thank you.